Welcome along then to Brazil for the next round, and unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for some of you, we actually lost out and corrupted our file. So we've missed the qualifying, we've missed the sprint, and we are now at race day for the Sao Paulo Fall Grand Prix. And as you can see, starting position 3rd and 9th. Obviously everybody taking grid penalties at the moment, and we had a good sprint race where we had both cars in, I think, Q3 off memory. So we've actually moved up and we start P3 and P9. We've got rain potentially at the end of the race as well, so we're going to see how that goes, but we've got a good chance at the big points here, and this is what we need for the Williams. Can we? Look at us in P3. Oh, worryingly, we've got no crew round us, so that's a bit frustrating. Come on then, Williams guys. We are P3, P9. 2 Aston Martins to the inside, Ferrari and the Williams to the outside. We are away. We're going to go on board then to Alex Albon. Let's bring home some points today. It's going to be tough. We can see the Aston Martin ahead of us on the medium tyre, but we've got away to a clean start. P3, well, even P4, we've lost 1 position, but that's okay because we're still just over a 10th behind Norman. It's going to be a long race, 71 laps. And depending on how busy this race will be, will determine how long this video is. It's a good move. Big Stroll. We always come together with Stroll. And that is a good P3 move there by Alex Albon on lap 1. And you can see it was to the inside lunge. He left the door open. I mean, Stroll will come back at us later in the race. But at the moment, that is a great move. And away we go. Lap 2. Stroll behind us, but Albon's P3. We've got Ocon behind Porsche, and we're just going to have to try and keep this pretty fast Aston Martin behind us. You can see Verstappen and Sainz side by side at the moment, and there is Perez as well in there against Hamilton. But these are swapping all the time, and Alex Albon has dropped 1.6 now to the Fernando Alonso P2. Stroll looking quicker than us at the moment. And DRS is going to be enabled next time round. Verstappen is there as well. DRS is open. So it's going to be very hard for us to keep P3. We are going to go backwards. DRSs are open. We're on board with Verstappen. Round the outside goes the Aston Martin. We're battling back on the inside. We're going to stay ahead for now. Or are we? Because Stroll keeps on coming. But still, to the inside we go. Albon trying to squeeze it. He's got better acceleration on exit. Again, Stroll gets past. And we are losing battery. But Stroll is still there. Albon is still there. Up the hill we go. And it's going to... And I think this is going to be where we project and go backwards. Because we've got Sainz, Perez and Hamilton all chasing our... Not slow Williams, but it's a lot slower than the cars that are around us. So that down to P5 we go. And we strapping in because at the end of the day, Sainz is going to come hard. So up the hill we go, lap 5, we are chasing Stroll. We've got Perez right behind us as well, with Sainz right there as well. This is going to be fascinating. Albon to the outside of Stroll. Perez is trying to follow through as well, not literally, but it is bang there. Aston Martin later on the brakes. But then we go again, we're going to deploy now down the straight. We're going to get DRS. This is crucial because Perez is bang there. Stroll's kept ahead. That's not an overtake. We are right behind. Perez is right behind. We're going to top up and keep it. Porsche's in P10. Got Russell behind as well. But what about Mr. Albon? He is bang there. Porsche had been overtaken just by Ocon. We'll keep our eye on this fight though. But I mean, Perez and Sainz are going to come back at us surely here. Even Hamilton's here now, and even Ocon is bang there. So it's all systems go as we go up the straight on to lap 6. Leclerc, or even lap 7, is leading, and it is Ferrari mixed with some Red Bulls for the championship. Albon is right behind again, just 0.3 of a second. He's got a good run. He's going to go to the inside here on lap 7. He's going to take the inside line. Is he? Yes, he is. And now hanging him out to dry. Can we get round the outside into a very tricky spot to overtake? Not quite. These soft tyres are eventually going to start going off. 70%. We're running okay. We're lapping okay as well. But we are now just a few tricky corners, losing time. And tell you what, Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez are side by side here on lap 8. This is going to be interesting. Sainz hanging it round the outside, Perez to the inside, and Albon has just slipped away from Lance Stroll. This is very great battling. Perez coming back at Carlos Sainz. Perez versus Sainz on the inside, on the outside. Perez to the inside. And now Williams of Albon getting involved with his slower pace. Wow, what racing here in Brazil. Side by side, making for some fantastic battles. But Albon is within a second of Stroll. He's going to get a little bit of DRS. He's going to need it, or maybe not. He's just slipped out. And here we go. Sainz versus Perez. This could be a three-way battle into turn 1. Oh, it's very close. You can see them just going through. Ferrari to the outside again. And Albon now has to finally lose a position. It is Perez that overtakes him. We are trying to battle and hold through, but we are slowly falling back. Who would expect, though, because we are in with the big boys at the moment, and expect Carlos Sainz to potentially make a move here. It is Williams versus the Ferrari. Here we go, looking at DRS. He goes to the outside. Later on the braking, he's on the medium tyres as well. And Carlos Sainz does end up getting through. Down the straight they go. And let's just see if he takes this battle. Let's slow it down. Side by side. It is job done by the look of it for Mr. Sainz. He moves up to P7. Hamilton now is the next car. And Porsche has got Russell right behind him. But he's also chasing Ocon hard, keeping in there. So, lap 11, and the medium tyres maybe just working a little bit better, or it's the fact that we're against the big teams. Hamilton round the outside, where he famously overtook Timo Glock for the championship against the Ferrari of Felipe Massa, and it's looking like Hamilton is potentially going to get the job done here. As we go down the straight, DRS opens for the Mercedes. If it wasn't quick enough, it's going to be ultimately very quick now. And here we go into lap 12. Hamilton has pulled ahead nicely, and Albon is down to P8. Going backwards, but, I mean, his confidence low. He's got no reason for his confidence to be that low, because at the end of the day, they're Mercedes cars. Tell you what, Alex Albon, just a couple of laps later, really keeping with Hamilton. I mean, we've used way more soft tyres, obviously percentage running quicker. But he's right behind him. He's not really dropped too much at the moment. Obviously, I know it's early laps compared to when he overtaken us. But it's not looking too bad. Porsche's held off Russell, and he's only 3 tenths behind Ocon at the moment. So he's trying, but we are just gaining the fuel back and looking at and looking after our ERS as we on lap 14. DRS still open for Albon. Here comes Porsche, though, on the Alpine, trying to get past. Is there a move now into the next corner? DRS open down again down the straight. Will he go to the outside? No, he won't. Looks like Alpine struggling, and they've used 52%. Jesus, Ocon looking after his tyres. That's why he's so slow. Jeez. Well, I mean, we're due a pit stop soon as well. We've used quite a bit of tyre, let's be honest here. Look at that. So we're going to be doing an early pit stop by the look of it. But we're in the balance at the moment as Russell's now coming towards us. We've just gained and lost time out of that last corner, and George Russell is going to move ahead. Mediums starting to really make an impact. It's pit stop time for Mr. Porsche. We're going to push Hamilton as well. Push Hamilton? I wish we pushed Hamilton. I wish we had him on our team. We're going to push Albon even, as we're going to bring Porsche in for a medium tyre run now. And Alex Albon is going to go onto the mediums, but he's going to go the following lap. So up the hill we go for Albon. He'll continue round, and then what we'll do is we'll bring him in next lap for some mediums. That'll be nice. Porsche, one of the early pit stops. Obviously Perez pitted, as you can see here. So Perez is already pitted, and we are in now. Hopefully a good stop. Come on, team. We need this more than ever on lap 19. Nice sub 3 seconds. Oh, that'll do. 2.9. And he comes back out. Where's he going to come back out? He's going to come back out, hopefully in a bit of clean air. Yep, that'll do. That will do. And what we're going to do is we're just going to keep pushing a little bit early on to really try and just close that gap. Kind of like an undercut. We're going to leave him for a lap, pretty much. of deploying everything. Albon is into the pits as well. So a little bit of early stops, but kind of got to get it done. And now we will cut back down with our Porsche. It's 2.9 for Albon as well. He comes back out on the mediums. He's got a bit of traffic on exit. Where's he going to come back out? Oh, right behind the McLaren. We could have done with getting ahead of him, because Norris has been struggling. As you can see, 50% mediums. It's crucial that we get past him very quickly. We're going to leave us push him. Don't want to take too much out of the tyres early on, but this is a crucial part to get past the McLaren, who is struggling. Ocon pits, that's who we're probably judging ourselves with, Porsche especially. And up the hill we go. DRS about to open up. Maybe we won't get him this lap, but it'll be on the next. Ocon, where is he? Ocon is coming out of the pits. Porsche is now down and passed by the look of it. Yes, great undercut. And we are round the outside of Norris. Job done. Let's cut back down, because we need to just watch out for our fuel and tyres. But P14, Porsche got ahead of Ocon, who's right behind him now as well. Just undercut work to treat. And Alex Albon is working a treat here too. He is currently P14, Snowder pits, but there's a gaggle of cars ahead. The two Hasses, minor gearbox wear, very annoying, but it's at this stage of the week of the year. Probably a gearbox penalty coming for the next race. But P13, P17, Ocon right on our gearbox, but we're also trying to fight off against Zhou Guan Yu and Gasly. But Albon is right on the pack. Lap 23.
Yeah.
We are right behind and we're getting held up. This is frustrating at the minute. It's double Haas and Piastri, and we need to get past one of these, because this is really hurting our strategy. We're going to go to the inside potentially of Hulkenberg. We need to get past. I mean, look at the tyres here. They're on very old mediums, and we're lapping 8 tenths quicker a lap. Porsche's still got Ocon right behind as we look to the outside. Up the hill we go, and they get a good exit, annoyingly, on their mediums. Hamilton pits, he's coming out. Remember, we were just behind Hamilton, and into the first corner. Is Hamilton going to get ahead? He looks like he is. Here comes the gaggle of cars. We're ahead of Hamilton. We have undercut Hamilton nicely, but we can't get past this trio of cars. Alex Albon fighting hard. We are stuck behind double Haas. Look at this for a train. It is Piastri who's really holding us up. And here's a move potentially. Yes! Come on, Albon. Into P11. Leclerc pits from P5. Great move. And now we can set our sights on the next Haas. Up the hill we go. Trying to get ahead again. We're going to ride on board as one pits, Haas pits. And that leaves us to the McLaren. Surely this is going to be like taking candy from a baby. You don't recommend it. But we do sweep round the outside of Piastri. Hamilton has not got past yet though. That's great for our strategy. And we're up to P9. A lot of the backfield now pitting. So Albon P9, Porsche P13, closing the gap hopefully on them cars behind. So on lap 28, Hamilton is pushing hard. He is lapping like 8 tenths of a lap quicker than us at the moment. Porsche has just got Piastri as well. Let's take a look at that. Turn 11 up the inside. We've got George Russell behind us, and that is a fantastic move. Porsche really improved through the season so far. De Vries pits. He's just come in. So Albon moves him back up to P7. Here comes Lewis Hamilton against our Mr. Albon. And this could be a sitting duck for Albon here. Here he goes. Is he going to make a move up the inside? He's not at the moment. We're just going to keep looking after them tyres. Now to the inside he goes. Will he go? Not yet. We keep ahead. Alonso pits. And we are looking pretty racy for... Obviously, there's a literally limit of where we're going to get in this race. Stroll's not long pitted. Alonso is in and he's just coming out. So he's way ahead. Russell's just got Porsche, which is expected. And here comes Hamilton again down the straight, but he can't get ahead. We are actually keeping him at bay here on lap 29, but maybe I spoke too soon. And he's through. Commentator's curse, and what? We have dropped a position. Tyres are well on track for a soft run at the end. We've just got to stick with Hamilton here. Pourchaires are on track 2. We're kind of in just a nothing point at the moment. But P8, P11, it'd be great to get Pourchaire in the points, but it's a long way to go. Oh, Pourchaire! You were in the points! Well, you were 11th. I mean, there was a chance of points on his own. We were saying earlier how Theo has really improved. And wow, he has literally bolted it into the corner. Well, come on. Come on! Why is he just not driving? What is he doing? Why? You've only locked up. Why have you got to literally stop 5 times? And down to P19. I mean, you have literally just wrecked your race big time. And I think we might even have to go to hards here. Oh, Mr. Pourchaire. I think we could probably go mediums. I mean, what we got? 30 laps. Oh, that's going to be very close, isn't it? I'm going to stick him on mediums. He's just going to have to cruise to the end. That's all he can do. Albon has just been overtaken by Russell. We're coming back at him. Russell on the soft tyres, though. And we've got... Oh, I thought we got back past him. At the end of the day, Russell's through. Remember, we're fighting against the elite. We are expected to go backwards. The question is how far. And another not so much elite team, but very strong, is the Alpines. And that is with Esteban Ocon sitting P10. Gasly not having a great race. What are they on? Ocon, similar tyre wear to us. Russell's probably going to go mediums at the end here. He'll be pitting not too far distance. Pourchaire is in. And we're just going to... yeah, what do we do with him? Oh, I mean, we're going to go to the end. That is for sure. Albon's got good fuel. We're saving that for the soft tyres at the end stint. He is currently just lost time, but that's okay. 0.2 kilograms. And Pourchaire is well and truly out of it. Going to the end, everyone else is pretty much due a pit stop ahead. But with him pretty much doing what he wants on the first corner, it is going to be a struggle. Russell now pits. Russell does pit. What tyres does he go on? Let's take a look. It is going to be the mediums. And that's going to be... I mean, look at Pourchaire. That's going to be a long stint for Alex Albon. A very long stint. So there's a chance... Oh, not for Albon, for Russell. There's a chance we can get him. I mean, Pourchaire is so far back now. It is an absolute joke. So Ocon is attacking, and Ocon has got ahead. DRS is going to open, and we're going to get back ahead by the look of it. Later on the break-in, we are back into P8. Ocon is still bang there. It's just a drop to 10th now. Obviously, fuel is on our position. It's in a good position. But we've dropped 3.5 seconds to Hamilton, who's got decent mediums left as well. So we're doing the best we can. It would have been great having been in like P3 at one point. But we have to be a bit of a realist with where we are. So down the straight we go again. Ocon's going to be pushing. Here he comes. And he's not going to get us just yet. But he's got a strong chance. Verstappen's pitting now, look. And we're going through the first couple of corners. To the outside, the Alpine goes. He's later on the brakes this time. And is he going to get ahead of Albon? Albon's going to stick it to the outside. And Ocon does get ahead. Is Ocon using more tyre? No, he's not. But hopefully... we will be on the softs later on if we can balance this out and we can have a good stint to the end. Well, didn't take long. We're fighting again. It's the Alpine of Ocon. DRS is probably going to go Ocon's favour here. So he's going to creep ahead. You can see that DRS opens now and he stretches through. But who is going to be later on the brakes? He's got him comfortably. I mean, he's not happy, Albon. But you've got to be realistic, mate. Ocon pits. Ocon pits. This is crucial then for us. I don't want to pit. I don't want to pit just yet. I want to go another lap. But we are going to use the fuel. We are going to use the fuel to try and eke this out a bit. Ocon, where's he going to come out? He's going to be behind De Vries. That is very nice. We're going to do one more lap with Albon. And then we're going to pit to softs. Because we're going to... I mean, softs is difficult. What did Ocon go on to? Mediums. I think mediums might be the better tyre. Because at the moment, with 32% of Stroll pits, I am not liking that run of softs. So I think I'm going to go mediums. Let's attack. I mean, they're supposed to last 32 laps. We are nearly on, what, lap 48, so we've only got 23 to do. Let's see if we can hold some time. We might be able to look after it. We're going to push. We are pushing. You know that by now. We are pushing hard with Albon. Alonso's in the pits, and we're trying to get back ahead. Ocon has got the Vries nice and early. We're going to try and just come back to the softs here. Pourchaire's P19, now P18, as he goes down the straight and takes DRS. Magnussen is coming out as well, but Pourchaire is going to find him behind. Albon pits. It is all happening here. Stroll gets back past us, who has gone to the medium tyres. Are we going to the wrong strategy? Where's Ocon? Down the straight. 3 seconds. What about Albon? Oh, we've lost a bit of time, I think. We have lost a bit of time. So out we come. The undercut worked nicely for Ocon here. We're going to go to standard. We're going to go to neutral. We're going to just go to balanced as well. We're going to look after the fuel at the moment. Let's push Pourchaire. Tyres are very, very tight. And let's see if we can just close this gap to Ocon. So Hamilton has pitted lap 54. We've actually got ahead of him again with a nice undercut, but that's going to not last too long, as you can see. Let's just try and push some fuel. We've got 0.2. We're going to make sure we don't run out of fuel and make another embarrassment of ourselves as in we go into the sector 2. It's very slow. Ocon on the mediums has pushed ahead, 2.8 seconds behind. We could end up with 1 point here from being third early on, but we're going to just try. Pourchaire's now limited on fuel, but he's into P17. He's got Hulkenberg closing behind, but we're going to concentrate. It's not going to matter. Albon has conceded to Hamilton, and that's with us pushing with our fuel as well. There's just nothing we can do here. But, I mean, we're going to get a run back at Hamilton. We don't want to do anything stupid. We just want to take a point and get out of here. I was so excited for this race, but it's not panned out. We're just not quick enough. And as we go and try and battle the Mercedes, we cannot get past. So P10 looks like the solid position that we are potentially going to finish on here. P10, Tsunoda's quite far back. Has Tsunoda still got to make a pit stop? No, but he's on similar tyre wear. We're doing 11.3, so we're quicker than pretty much everyone behind. Pourchaire matching Magnussen at the moment. We are quicker than a couple of cars ahead as well. Stroll, Russell. But Ocon is still, 10.7 actually, so we've just took a couple of attempts out of Ocon. We need Hamilton to kind of have a little battle with Ocon, who is just up the road. But we can get this back. Can we get an extra point? So there's been a crash on track. There's not long to go in this race. Just a few laps. It's Leclerc. Leclerc has crashed. Is that going to say Leclerc bye-bye in this race? He's not far behind the Williams. He's gone straight on. Oh, he's hit the wall as well. Is that Leclerc out? Is that Leclerc out? Ferrari are gutted. Or is it just a crash? Leclerc has carried on. Damn it. I thought we were going to get an extra position. He lost it. But he's carried on. And, has he got any damage? Can't see any damage on the Ferrari. It definitely sounded like he did hit the wall. There is 6 laps to go. We're not going to catch Ocon. We're going to conserve the tyres a little bit. We're just going to hold P10 here. It's a shame because I thought we were going to get an extra position with that Leclerc crash. So we're approaching the final lap for Albon. And it looks like he is going to come away with P10. He looks like he's going to come away with a point. Magnussen has just spun on turn 1 as we are going battling again low down the order. We're looking after our tyres with Albon though. We've got a gap which is just not going to be able to be reached. So it looks like we have slipped from P3 all the way down to P10, which when you look at the cars ahead of us is probably about right for where we are. But it's going to be a very good... Red Bull 1-2 in the main race at Brazil. That is huge for Red Bull in the championship. Alex Albon, currently P10. He's going to come home and take a point. Pourchaire finishes ahead of Hulkenberg after that massive lock-up, which cost him P12, even P11 where he was at the time. But Alex Albon is going to complete an okay weekend. I mean, Williams getting a point is absolutely terrific, to be fair. Let's not undermine it. And he has come away with P10. We will take a point every single day. Not next year, though. We might want more than that. Oh, God. Theo. Oh, calm down, man. Calm down. But we'll take it. You can see Alex Albon down 7 positions from P3. Theo down 8 from P9. So, look at the championship. Not a lot of races left now. And it is just a, what is that, 17-point gap for Max Verstappen, opening up a little bit. And in the Constructors, 31 points after a Red Bull 1-2 in that race. So, I can give you a bit more of an idea of how we did in the weekend then. Practice 13th and 14th. We had qualifying. We actually started 6th and 12th. So, Albon got a great lap in. Sprint, we finished 7th. There was 4 penalties ahead, which meant we started P3. And in the sprint, it was 13th for Pourchaire. 4 penalties making him up to P9. And in the race, we do manage to secure a point. But Pourchaire obviously struggled with that lock-up. Finances, obviously paying out for the points. That's, I mean, we can live with that. But it's a 4 million income in for us, which helps us with development. Research, we are constantly researching for next year so far. You can see in here, if I just go to development, you can see we are just researching as much as we can. We're not really manufacturing anything now. We're really trying to research all the parts so that we can get a big advantage for next season. Remember, we only needed to come like 8th in the standings, and you can see at the moment we're 6th and we're well ahead of the chasing pack. So on that point, yeah, we've done. We can. That's why we can focus in season 1. Investigations complete. Our factory fire is no more, and we can now start to look at researching a new car part, which we will do. But we are approaching the end of the season, and let's look at the circuits left. It is Vegas and Abu Dhabi. 2 races to go. We're probably going to have to take a penalty at some point as well, because our gearbox is struggling, as you saw in the last race. Cascap, 14 million, plenty of money in the bank at the moment, so we've got every chance. But make sure to join us since the last 2 races to go, and hopefully you'll join us for Vegas for round 22 and then the final round 23, Abu Dhabi.